You're on.
Hello everyone, it's Timothy 2009 and welcome back to another Thomas & Friends 80th anniversary video. So in our last video, we took a look at the very beautiful Thomas & Friends 80th anniversary diecast line. The best diecast line we've seen, out of a company, especially Mattel. But today, we're going to be taking a look at the motorized railway line once again, as now we have the brand new 80th anniversary motorized James the Red Engine and Percy. That's right, two of Thomas's best friends and the three most marketable characters in the entire Thomas & Friends brand. So here they are in all their glory. Well, Percy is probably my favorite out of the two, but we're going to dive into it. So before we actually unbox these things, let me go over the quick story. So we actually went to the same Walmart that had this Thomas. And this was the only Thomas that they had. He was all alone by himself, and I just picked him up. And I'm actually happy they had him. And I'm lucky he was the last one. But this time around, they had more than just Thomas. They had an entire case of these guys. So I was immediately I ran over there as quick as I could. And I was immediately shocked and excited. So on the front, they had Thomas, James, and that African tank engine that shall not be named. So, I mean, they had more in the back. The case was very big. So I had to move a couple things out of the way. But they had three versions. They had three copies of Thomas. They had two Jameses. And then they had Percy was hiding underneath them. So I freaked out even more and just kept scrolling through to see how many they had. So, and then it turns out they had two Jameses and two Percys. They had three Thomases and two Nias. Count them, two. So I went ahead and picked up Percy and James, and then I actually bought all four of them. I bought two Percys and two Jameses. Now you're probably wondering why I would buy two at the same time. Well, there's a specific project that I've been wanting to do ever since James his existence was revealed. Sorry if I got mixed up, but so yeah, I bought Percy and James, two of them to be exact, and I'll show you what I did with the other two in another video, but I'm sure you'll be excited to see what I've done. But anyways, so here they are, James and Percy. Now James is a character that I didn't need. I don't need James, but I got him anyway because he was there. And I just didn't want to, miss out, because then I would probably feel bad that I didn't get him. Well, I could. And, now I seem to have, a problem where, I see, a toy that is garbage, but I just decide to buy it anyway and, talk about it on YouTube for the sake of views. Which is sort of, the same case with, this, motorized James. I've already said that I don't like the tender engines because I hate their fat boilers. But there was a specific project I've been wanting to do. I thought I might try to fix James and make him better than he already is. And try to fix what I didn't like about him, which I'll talk about later. And there will be some spoilers about what I've done with the other James that I bought, as well as the other Percy I have that I can't show you just yet. So I'm gonna be going over a few of the things I've been doing, and now this is gonna be unscripted. I'm just gonna be going into these for the first time, unboxing these. Now I do apologize if the unboxing video took longer than I expected, because I think we went to the booth on Sunday and then Walmart after that, also on Sunday, and that's when I found these guys. Then we had dinner at Freddy's Steakhouse, and then we went home, and I just couldn't be happier to have these. And while we were in the car, I already opened the other two for my project because I just wanted to look at how beautiful they were. Well, aside from James. But again, I'll talk more about him once I unbox him. Now, we're going to talk about both James and Percy in the same video. And I just want to get James out of the way because I want to talk about Percy. So, the box is the same as all the other types of boxes on all the Thomas merchandise. The only difference now is that you have the 80th anniversary logo with the Thomas & Friends logo next to it. Now, for some reason, these have like the Nitrogen Studios pictures of like James and Percy. Even on the side, they both have the Nitrogen Studios art. I mean, it's not really a huge problem, but I still think they could have like added the Arc Productions versions instead. Since for those who don't know, I prefer the Arc Productions animation over Nitrogen Studios. Not saying that Nitrogen Studios is like bad, I just think Arc Productions is like way better in terms of like lighting and like set dressing, if you know what I mean. On the back, it's just words. Like, I don't know why they can like put in like a picture of like the actual engine here, but yeah, the back's just kind of boring. Not really a whole lot going on. Yeah. And the package is like the same blue and white color with the like countryside background, but the engines are like blocking it because they're so big. And right here, I do have the OG guys, the Tommy, James, and Percy, to help me compare them. There is one other like Percy model that I forgot to get. Hold on. Okay. I forgot this guy existed because just look how much better Percy is than this thing. Yeah, it's no contest to see which one's better. Alright, so without any further ado, enough of me talking, let's dive right into these guys. Starting with the splendid Fat Red Engine James. Okay. Oh, and there's battery instructions. See, there's a dime a dozen. Alright. Okay, here's James. And, yeah. I mean, it's a thing.
It is a thing. It's a big thing.
Not my favorite James, but we'll talk about him, like, later. Okay, let's actually talk about the only good thing about this model. Well, not the only good thing, but it's the best part. This little white tanker that he comes with. Okay, well, that's kind of an understatement. So, James apparently has, like, a white tanker for some reason. Like, I don't think there's ever been, like, an instance where James has been, like, delivering milk tankers. And don't think that really, like, makes that much sense, if I'm being honest. I think they would have... I mean, this pack would have been, like, a little bit better if this tanker was black. Sort of like the tar tankers that James, like, smashes into in the Dirty Objects episode from Season 1. I feel like that would have made far more sense than just having, like, a white tanker. I mean, I feel like this tanker, like, would have worked more if they made, like, a Trackmaster 2, like a Trackmaster Daisy, or, like, just put it with Percy. Or, like, some other type of engine. Like, don't know why it had to be James of all engines. You never see, like, James pulling, like, milk. Normally, you would see him, like, crashing into tar tankers. So, I think this would have been better if they painted it black instead of white.
Mm-hmm.
But still, the tanker, in terms of design, is actually a nice tanker. I mean, it's still, like, short as, like...
Yeah, it's kind of chunky.
It's still, like, way too short. I feel like they could have made the tanker longer, along with the other rolling stock. But hey, at least it's, like, in scale with the engines over here. But yeah. I mean, I already do have, like, another tanker like this because of the other James that it comes with, but... Spoiler alert, I did paint it black, but you'll see that, like, when I talk about the custom James in the next video. Okay, now, here's James, and you're probably wondering, like, well, why did I get this if I don't like his boiler? Well, here's the thing. I thought about, like, making my own, like, body shell for James, ever since, like, Agent Andrews, like, suggested that I make 3 printed body shells for them, which I thought wasn't too bad of an idea. So, yeah, I basically, like, made a 3 printed boiler for James and tried to make it, like, smaller. I had to, like, cut off his, like, original, like, smoke box and boiler to, like, make it fit. I tried my best to, like, be careful and, like, only cut off this part. Like, keep, like, this neck piece right here for the boiler to sit on. And I did put, like, air dry clay around the rough edges. And I had to make, like, new handrails for James. And I 3D printed him, like, a much more, like, model series accurate face.
10 minutes.
Okay. I actually bought this thing called a caliper, and for those of you who don't know what this is, it's basically like a measuring tool. Now, this does work, However, when I tried to like measure these things and scale them in 3D Builder, they were like making them microscopic. I mean, I don't know if like I have to still like figure that out or like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it shouldn't be that hard of a tool, but like, yeah. I mean, I just got it because like I thought it would help me for like future projects.
We can help you figure it out. It sounds like you're doing it by 100th instead of tenths, but I can help you do the math.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the tender. Now, the tender should probably be like the best thing, but there's still like flaws that it has. Like, biggest thing I don't like is the removable coal load. Because for those who don't actually know, coal is very important to a steam engine. Because it's basically like what makes them move, and it basically like, helps them make steam. And if you don't have any coal, you can't go anywhere. And since this piece is like so small, you can like bet 100% that a child's gonna lose it, even at such a young age. His tender like has these weird little like notch things like on the bottom. Now that I guess that's like so like your fingers can fit in and like pull it out. But these still like look very like weird. It looks like his tender has holes in them. I mean, I do like the fact that the tender is like has this part like right here. And it's not just like a flat piece like the Tommy James right here. I mean, I think the tender's still like pretty small as well. I mean, it's not like a problem like the tanker right here, but and I do find it weird that they molded this like part in black. They probably could like mold it in red. But okay. I don't know like what went wrong here, but let me see. I do have like another thing right here. Right, so yeah, I think you can tell the obvious problem. James is too fat and he needs exercise.
It is very large.
Yeah, like
compared to what James
his boiler's like
looks
way too chunky looking. Like
yeah,
he looks like the Tommy Oliver.
He's even bigger than like the Big City and all those big engines.
He's like as big as like the All Engines Go motorized James. Now, I feel like there's a reason why they made his boiler fat, but yeah, if I unscrew like, okay, I think they did it like perfectly with Thomas and Percy because like, if I just like if you look underneath Thomas's like undercarriage, like you can see like the amount of like space for the motor to fit in. And here's the actual motor itself. Here's how small it looks compared to like the shell inside.
Mm-hmm.
I think they tried. I mean, I think they did a good job with Thomas because like he has like square side tanks and his smoke box is like really far out. I mean, you can probably complain and say that these two don't align with each other, but it's still not a big problem. But if you look underneath James, here's how much space like his like entire body shell. I mean, I should also probably like find it added that his chassis doesn't have a coupling because like it's right here. Like they made like a separate piece. I mean, I will give them credit that they added his front pony truck, which is something that you don't really see on a lot of things, especially on the Tommy Jeep. But you can already tell like how much better this guy looks. Like his cab is nice and tall. His boiler is pretty small. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to rhyme. The only thing that I really don't like about this Tommy James is that his face is like really sun faded. He looks like he has jaundice. I mean, I don't know if there's like a way to like clean that up or like if I have to like get a new James that doesn't have a sun bleach face. It's old-timey
plastic, so I think it just some plastic kind of turns brown over time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if
it's interesting. He looks different than everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, some like plastic faces.
It gives him some character. How old is he?
Well, he was made in 1994.
Yeah, that's probably the reason he's 30 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
or 20.
I don't understand like why plastic 30. That like old sun fades pretty quickly.
30 years old is not. 31 years is not quickly.
Look at this new plastic that the new toys come with.
But check back in 31 years and see if
it's sun bleaches,
right?
Well, I mean, these two feel like they were like made from different plastic.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry, but this James is just not it.
No, he's unattractive.
He's way too fat. He looks like
just the scale is all wonky and the pupils are huge.
He looks like a giant bread roll.
Yeah, you look like a toilet paper roll.
Okay, well, let's not make any, like...
No, it's the shape is it. The shape, because it's just a perfectly round circle.
Okay, but a lot of people aren't fans of toilet humor.
It wasn't a toilet humor.
His cab is, like, way too squished. Like, he looks like a bigger version of the Trackmaster 2 James. Only difference is that he doesn't have a saddle tank. And his wheel arch is, like, way too far back. I could go on and on about how disgusting this thing looks. I'm sorry. I mean, if you actually like this motorized James, then I completely understand that. I'm not trying to, like, I'm not trying to knock anyone's opinions down. I mean, if you want this James, then I'm not stopping you from buying it. I'm just saying that they could have done so much better with this one. I mean, look how much effort they put into Thomas. Like, he is, like, absolutely beautiful. Like, they really captured, like, how he's supposed to look in the TV show. But when you compare Thomas, like, the skinniness of Thomas's, like, tiny body to, like, James's fat head, it's no contest to see which one's better. Like, this one, like, is absolutely, like, the best one. I mean, I don't know if Mattel is, like, rushing these things or, like, what, but I'm surprised they put a lot of effort into Thomas. Like, I'm sorry, I think Gordon's even worse than James, and thank goodness I don't have him yet. I mean, I do kind of want the Flying Scotsman. He's probably the most decent out of the three, but... yeah, really... the only other thing I should add is that his coupling's, like, way too long. Look how far his tender is compared to, like, the rest of the body. Like, there's no way that his driver and fireman are going to be able to, like, reach that, like, far to, like, shovel coal into his cab, like, into his firebox. They probably have to, like, lean, like, really, like, have to, like, stretch their legs, like, very further back to, like, actually shovel the coal. I'm sorry, but, like, this is just, like, I don't know what Mattel was thinking. Alright. Okay. Let's actually try to, like, calm things down a little and talk about Percy the Small Engine. Just to get my mind off of, James.
$18 minutes.
Alright. So, here's the rolling stock. He comes with, like, a little brake van and a mail coach. The brake van, like the tanker, is way too small. And, I don't know, like, why they gave it spiked wheels. I think that's meant to, like, help them grip the rails better, but they just look kind of weird on them. I'm actually happy that the mail coach comes with, like, these normal wheels.
Mm-hmm.
What I find interesting is that they use, like, a matte black on all their new, like, 80th toys. As opposed to, like, the glossy black on the Tomy engines. Even the, like, earlier Trackmaster engines. Now, I think what could have been, like, better is that, like, I'm not really, like, a fan of, like, the bright colors on the newer rolling stock. I mean, it just looks way too toy-like.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's odd.
I know that they're probably, like, wanting to, like, make these appeal to kids, but...
yeah.
I still think this would have been more, like, realistic if they were, like, gray, black,
The shapes are toy-like, too. So's the texture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they are pretty toy-like.
That's what, like, little
Especially,
kids, like,
like,
preschool toys. It's almost like Duplo blocks.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
They're kind of like preschool toys with their bright colors.
That's what it reminds me of.
I mean, like... yeah, like, what I think could have been better is if he was, like, colored in, like, gray or black. I mean, I think the brighter colors just makes them look unrealistic, because, like, tell me, like, if you've seen, like, a rolling stock that was, like, red, blue, or green. Like, I'm sure, like, I know that there's some tankers, like, they're yellow, but I just think that the white, gray, and black makes them more real and, like, much more, like, desaturated. But yeah. And I don't know, like, why they gave the mail coach, like, brown wheels. They should have been black. Which, again, is something that I decided to, like, fix on, like, the other Percy I have. Okay, here's Percy, the green engine, and he actually looks very beautiful. Like, really the only thing I don't like with these new toys is the lack of certain details, but the most important part about them is they have the white running boards. Finally, thank you, Mattel. Thanks for giving us the white running boards. I mean, they still could have, like, painted the lamp wires, but I can't really complain too much, because, like, they finally have the white foot plates, which is what the most important detail about these toys. Yeah. And I don't know why they couldn't have just, like, painted them on the Tomy ones, but, I mean, looking at this Percy, like, you can see, like, how much more, like, better he is compared to this thing. Like, his face is actually, like, more accurate to the ARC Productions, like, version. His, boiler is nice and round. It's not, like, square like this thing. His cab isn't, like, overly squished like a pancake. He has whistle details. Like, his whistles, like, are taller than the Tomy one. The only other thing I don't like is that, he doesn't have, like, a water cap on the front. But hey, like, he's got, like, gold dome and whistle details. He, for some reason, like Thomas, has this, like, dust all over his, like, front of his cab. His, back, like, bunker isn't fully painted. Neither is his lamp, but he's still, like, very beautiful. Like, I even love that they gave him green cylinders. And, I mean, his boiler is kind of long. He's, like, pretty, like, I mean, I understand why they did that, so that he could fit on the chassis. And really, the only thing is that he uses, like, the same side rods as Thomas. Like, I don't know why they could just, like, make him separate side rods without this middle thing right here. I think what would be actually, like, another interesting thing is that if they actually, like, gave him, like, his piston rods as well. But still, he's, like, a very beautiful model. Like, really nice. Like, I really love this Percy. Like,
22.
He's, like, a very nice glow-up from, like, this stupid flat squished thing.
We get it. You don't like that one.
I don't even know, like, why I got this. I mean, I guess I just
Part
wanted...
of a set.
I guess I just, like, wanted to, like, talk about these for, like, YouTube, like, views. Like I've already said. I mean...
I think it was so you could have them. It was on probably Christmas present or something, too.
I mean, I just like Guy because I like the talking features on this guy. I mean, he's still, like, squished as heck, but... Still, I think he's, like, a nice, like, vast improvement over, like, the, like, older ones. Like, again, if I had a time machine, I would go back in time to 2014 and ask Mattel to make these things instead of those. But yeah. I mean, I think Thomas and Percy are like, the best ones. Like, they managed to, like, get around the motor, like, very well. I mean, it is nice to, like, actually have, like, all three of these guys, but... I'm sorry, James is just, like, way too, like,
he's so
pudgy.
Yeah, he even just looks out of place.
Yeah, like...
Sitting next to him.
Yeah, like... I mean, I don't know what they were doing with James, but... Yeah.
Okay, 23.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. In the end, I think Percy is, like, the peak, and as well as Thomas. Like, these two are the best ones. Still want to get, like, Duck and the Talking Thomas, but... I was like, man, I'm, like, really happy to have Percy and James. Okay, if you were to ask me, like, how I would rate these, I'm going to give James, like, a, 5 out of 10. Funny, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Because he's fun.
Because I really don't like that fat boiler. I'm sorry. And I'm going to give Percy, like, a, 10 out of 10, like Thomas. Like, again, these two are the best ones. Well done, Mattel. Alright, so, I think that about does it. For my next video, I'm probably going to be talking about, like, my custom die-cast Edward over here. As well as go over, like, the amount of details I decided to paint on these guys. And when I'm done finishing Percy and James, I'll do a video talking about them as well. As well as the model series accurate Thomas I've also made. But anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Adios.